old. But I never met an SOB like him. Loved to every job he had. And my military background stands for itself. And I would like to do something, if people don't mind. I would like to salute him.
First of all, the family and I would like to thank all of you for coming today. Unfortunately, this isn't a really nice way to get together with everybody, but it touches my heart and my family's heart to see all of you here, that my son has touched all of you. I was able to have this last month with him, and he'd always call me in the morning, "Hey Mom, breakfast is ready, come on." And he would do little things like that for me. But he was a very funny kid. My mother used to say he should have been a comedian. Because he would always tell you a story or something and then say that. You know. But I do want to say a few things to some of his friends, like Rick. Rick, he thought of you as his brother. He would have done anything for you, and I know you would have done anything for him. He cherished your friendship. He did. He was really happy when he was down there, and it made me happy to see him happy. And Rick's mother, Mary, unfortunately, she was their coach when they played soccer. And I don't know how she put up with all of them boys, but she did. And I thank you for that. And Mary, where are you? And he always talked very highly of you, and he always said he would be there for you no matter what. Pete, he used to call you Uncle Pete. He enjoyed when he hadn't talked to you for a long time. He says, "I got to call Pete. I haven't spoken to him." So he enjoyed the conversations that he had with you. I do want to say some things to my family. Mackenzie, Uncle Joe was really happy, and he kept saying, "We got to stay away from Mackenzie because she's a black belt in Taekwondo now." So she was our little, bouncer in the house. So he was very proud of you. Alexis, Uncle Joe was very proud of you. He said you had a good head on your shoulders and you had goals. And he said he knew that you would finish those goals. So, and Tara, he was your brother, and he enjoyed your conversations. And he always used to say, "What a good mother she is." So he was very, very proud of you. And he liked the way that you were raising the girls. So again, I have a hard time explaining my son to you, but a piece of my heart is gone. And he was very proud of his friendship with everybody and how he would have done done anything for any of his friends. He was very proud. And in closing, I just want to say, I'm proud to be his mother. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kevin. There could be half a dozen people up here talking about Gary at Smith's. Gary touched me in a special way. He touched us all in a special way at the grocery store. But I just want to try to make a little bit of a laugh, maybe. I'm going to tell some stories about Gary that, like I said, half a dozen of us can come up and talk about. Gary's very tough on the outside type of guy. But very caring inside. He's very good at his job. I miss Gary to this day. I'd take him any day of the week, working with me side by side. I love Gary. So I'm going to tell you a little story. We had a holiday. It was Ben, you know what I'm talking about. We went through Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I mean Gary was absolutely flawless on his orders through the holidays, which is next to impossible to actually do. People that worked for him, knew that he was, very short, very great. Yeah, just get it done. Yeah, I don't care about that. Just get it done. I can't do his voice impressions that well. Actually, Ben could do it better than me. But anyway, so he went through the holidays very flawless, and I just got to the store. I knew Gary. I was a district manager over the store, but then I became the store manager there. So, I did my normal thing. I'm walking him through the store and saying what we need to order for New Year's. And like I said, perfect Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I mean, so I'm going through, hey, we need to order black-eyed peas. And we're just going through the whole thing. And Gary was very sharp with the business. Okay, it's not like he was some new grocery manager that I needed. And he goes, yeah, we don't sell anything here. Yeah, save it. Thank you. I mean, we did this all the way through the whole store. And I tell you, it was probably the only time Gary ever screwed up on a holiday. And on the holiday, we're going through the store, and me and Ben, I was the store manager, Ben was the assistant. We could not do anything in the store because we didn't have any product. And so we went going around taking pictures of all the different, where the things were empty or they were gone, and we made a bulletin board for Gary. We took a bunch of pictures. Yeah, we put little phrases on it. We spent like 2 hours on these things. We didn't have anything to throw, so we put a little say, yeah, save it, send that here, and all that kind of stuff. And I tell you what, I don't think Ben, did he talk to us for like 2 or 3 days? I mean, I tell you that he was fuming at us. Well, we just got a kick out of it. Everybody's seen it. Anyway, Gary would come up with his own little things. That's just one story, and there's a million of them out there that touch a lot of us here. There's a lot of Smith people here, a lot of vendors. But Gary did obviously touch a lot of people, but, like we'd have, let's say a program we had to follow. And I know I'm going to screw this one up too, but, if it was a company initiative, Gary'd say, yeah, I called up Jeff Smith. He said we don't have to do that. Yeah, we don't do that here. We don't have to do that here. All right, that's all I got. I just want to get a couple last few some grocery store stories.
I'm going to start shopping at your store. That's a good store to shop at. Oh, that's...
If you did not get a job because of your kids got a job because of our job. story, and my face would be going, and it'd say blah, 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 and he'd be halfway through it. Your story was over. I forget what you were saying. You're too busy laughing at him. And how he was gonna crush everybody. I've yet to see him crush anybody. But he was gonna, he was. The only time he ever crushed any of us is when he hugged us. And like Jessica said, I've never, and I've hugged numerous of Rick's friends. But there was not a hug like Joe's. You felt safe. And because it was so true, you know, it was from here. And everybody in this room, even, I mean, there's probably 10 neighborhood kids standing back there. Because they love that man so much. And what they taught him, or what he taught them, or yelled at them. To get out of his way. But that man, this man, so loved, I mean, God, so loved. And it's obvious right here, you guys. I'm done.
You're all speaking with your hearts, and you're all speaking with your minds. Well, there's a lot of love in this room for your boy. Huh? Isn't that nice to be known that way? Well, I know you have prepared a video for us to look at of the ages and stages, and I'm sure that you're going to get some laughs when we watch that.